Hello, Taurus. These are your tarot cards for December 2022. I'm DanielleStimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and if you would like to join me for my 5 times weekly Reiki and Crystals healing live stream right here on YouTube, go ahead and click subscribe and that notification bell so that you don't miss an opportunity to join in. If you would like to learn more about my online Reiki certification classes, community Discord, social media, or anything else, go ahead and check the description below. Thank you for being here, and let's dive right into your cards. Okay, so you've definitely got a challenging month ahead, but in the sense of like, it's a culmination of all of the challenging things that you've had so far. It's a lot of like last refining, I don't want to say last gasps of a dying man, because it's not, but in some ways it will be. And here, just follow along. So we start off with the focus on the death card. Now, death is rebirth also. It's like the final funeral, the ending of what no longer serves, the composting of what's in your past so that you are free to move forward. That's kind of good news in the sense of you don't want to be still stuck in the mire of what you've been working through for so long, but there's also still some left to do. This is also a really important reading. There's several major arcana cards. So we'll continue going through those. But remember, death card is not like an omen. It's not to say that someone will pass away. It's to say that sometimes things need to come to their natural end. And that's what death is. It's a natural ending. It can also portend to an unwillingness to let go. So needing to work through that, of being willing to sort of let go of what is no longer viable in order to embrace the future. Where do we start off? Another major arcana. We've got the Emperor. So this is where you're starting the month. The Emperor is very structured, very rigid. He is in control of all the details. All the things are made to work. At the same time, the Emperor can be a little stuck in his ways and not want to move, let go, or change. Sometimes it's hard to convince the Emperor that there's a better way of doing things, and it's almost like everything around you has changed and you're still going by the old rules, and that no longer works. And I feel like that's where you're at. You're starting to take some of you are definitely like looking at the things that need to be broken down and let go of, and that's for certain. But on a deeper level, for many of you, you're already noticing those things that are all but dead on the vine. So this is the Emperor finding order out of chaos and making things work. So on one hand, he has a hard time letting go of the way it's always been done. And on the other hand, he's very skilled at taking what is and making it work. And I know Taurus, I have a Taurus moon. We're not real great to like get to change when we get comfortable. This is definitely a card of changing what needs to be changed, finding order in the chaos, but also having to realize what needs to be let go of. And that's where you're starting the month, is sort of this tipping point. The challenge for this month is your third major arcana, and it's the High Priestess. So this being a challenge can portend to many things. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets, but she's also ancient wisdom. She's got the moon behind her, and she's sitting in a moon. She's sitting in the dark. Notice the curtains behind her, the dark and the light. She's veiled. Sometimes this comes through as veiled wisdom, but I often read it as like ancient wisdom, arcane wisdom, the wisdom that if we're willing to reach into the scary places and do the work that needs to be done, we can really glean something beautiful out of that. This can, as a challenge, say that there's definitely some difficult things we need to look at, but also the more that we're willing to go to those scary places, the more that we're able to take from that. It's also to say that she's very much related to the moon. It's almost like a little bit of a moon card, but saying rather that there's a truth out there. This could also portend to secrets. You may be finding out a secret. There may be secrets being kept. There may be something changed under the current. So definitely listen to your intuition and connect with your guides, the more spiritual work you're able to connect on, that will benefit you greatly, especially because death is so spiritual and the Emperor tends not to be. The more that you dig into this, okay, I'm just going to let go as death would want us to, the more she's going to say, great, the more you let go, the more light I can shine in and show you what you need to be shown, teach you new things, show you new ways, connect you to wisdom that is very deep and primordial. So I would definitely say try to spend some time on spiritual reflection, and also take an eye out for any kind of secrets being kept. If you are keeping secrets, this might portend to like a tendency for them to come out. So you might want to get ahead of that. In the how do we deal with this? What's the best course of action? The Knight of Wands, which feels very opposite, and it is. Death is about endings and beginnings. This is very much a beginning. This is somebody with like flaming stick of action, going out there and making things happen with a little bit more reckless abandon. So this is saying, don't get so caught up in the rigid old. Get ready to plant new seeds in this time of tumult and shift and change. Embrace that there's so little left that you can kind of really plant the seeds and redevelop the garden that you want to. So don't hesitate to burn down what no longer serves. Don't hesitate to cut the cord where it needs to be cut. Don't hesitate to do any of that stuff. Go ahead and do what you need to do, even if it, burns a couple bridges. Sometimes bridges are meant to be burned. So this is the best course ahead, is follow your fire. Follow your fire. Like the death card also is emblematic of burning off the remnants of the last harvest. This is very much that energy. Guidance from your guides. This is the whispers that your guides have for you to kind of give you a little love note and a hint at what's to come. And this is the King of Wands. So yet another Wands card. He brings a little bit more depth to the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very brash and very kind of like, I'm running out there and I'm going to go ahead and throw my flaming javelin. The King of Wands he's one with that. It's not an object that he's using. He is one with the flaming rod of action. And from all of that, him united with it glows exponentially. It lights up the sky. With this, the guidance and advice that comes through is to enjoy the moving forward. I know that sounds strange given all of the heaviness at the beginning of the reading, but go ahead and move forward in such a way that you actually enjoy what you're doing and the momentum. Everything's coming down, all the endings are ending, and the finality is here for the things that are old and no longer serve, and it's time to reformulate. Go ahead and use this time to do whatever you want and enjoy the burning things down, enjoy the new way forward, and very much light a new way forward that you want to have it. If you could have it any way, what would it be? And this is the King of Wands saying, like, don't just move the staff forward. Move the staff forward in your way, the way you want to. So with that, it's a deeply spiritual month for you, but remember, the death card is not a bad card, especially with everything you've been through. It's the final ending so that it clears the pathway for the best things forward, and you've got all the momentum you need to keep moving. So you've got this. Special crystals are Nuummite, Red Tiger Eye, and Jets. Go ahead and subscribe so that you are the first in the know when the January 2023 cards are available for you. And I hope to see you again soon, Taurus. Bye for now.